Very good morning, children. Yesterday we have discussed about the introduction of the circulatory system and introduction of this entire lesson, and about the heart also we have discussed some. Up to the membranes we have discussed, and in this class we are going to see about the heart is how in the internal structure, as internal structure how it is looking. That is, here we have internal structure of the heart. And we know that yesterday only we have discussed about that heart wider at the anterior and narrower at the posterior. So actually I think you got an idea on this from earlier classes. From childhood onwards you have studied heart as 4 rooms. Yes, 4 parts. Rooms. So the heart is divided into 4 parts. Upper 2, lower 2. And on the upper, atriums or auricles we are calling. Atriums or auricles we are calling, and lower 2 are ventricles we are calling. So here atriums and ventricles we are calling. Actually, okay children, while we are observing left side 2 chambers and right side 2 chambers. Upper 2 are auricles we know, and anterior are auricles and posterior are ventricles. That we got an idea. And while coming to the left side and right side, if we observe, right side parts are somewhat bigger, and left side are left atrium and left ventricle are smaller when compared to that of right atrium and ventricle. So anterior, posterior we know, and while coming to the left side 2 chambers are smaller when compared to the right atrium and ventricle. Like this. So it is existing in between the 2 left and right lungs. So we know that right side 2 chambers are somewhat bigger and left side 2 chambers are smaller than right. And upper 2 are auricles, lower 2 are ventricles. Actually the walls of the ventricles, we are having 4 parts here. Upper 2 parts, these 2 are atriums. Right atrium, this is the right part, and this is the left part, children. So right atrium, this is left atrium. And coming to this is right ventricle. Right ventricle. So it is very interesting to understand right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle. So these are the 4 parts. 1, 2, upper 2, lower 2. Atriums. 2 atriums are auricles. These 2 are auricles and these 2 are ventricles. Don't get confused, children. Arteries, veins, we are calling blood vessels. Those are vessels. Arteries and veins are vessels. Atriums and ventricles are 4 parts of the heart. And actually the walls of the ventricles are thicker than artery walls. Yes, because these 2 are towards gravitational attraction. These 2 are down. This part is narrower. So ventricles having thicker walls. And coming to the blood vessels, arteries are having thicker walls. Arteries, blood vessels which are carrying blood away from the heart, pumping to the remaining parts of the body to the heart, which are taking out from the heart. Arteries walls are thicker, and coming to the parts, ventricles walls are thicker than arteries. Atriums, not arteries. Atriums. So don't get confused, children. Arteries are the blood vessels. Atriums are auricles are the 2 parts. 2 parts of the heart. Upper parts of the heart are auricles. The blood vessels which are carrying away from the heart, blood, oxygenated blood which are carrying are called arteries. Those are having thicker walls, because the blood vessels found in the walls, the heart, are actually called as coronary vessels. and which supply blood to the muscles of the heart. So blood vessels, arteries, originate from the heart and supply blood to the various organs into the body. And these are rigid, and the walls are thick-walled blood vessels because they need much pressure to pump blood throughout the body. To pump blood throughout the body, arteries, you understood children? Arteries pump blood throughout the body from the heart. So they are having much pressure. That's why they need to maintain thick-walled. So like that, they have thick-walled blood vessels. Coming to the ventricles and the atriums, ventricles are having thicker walls. Coming to the blood vessels, this is about upper parts and lower parts. Lower parts are having thicker walls. Among these four, two lower parts of the heart are having thicker walls. And coming to the blood vessels, the arteries which carrying blood throughout the body from the heart, which supply blood to the heart, blood from the heart to the body parts with more pressure they need, because throughout the body they need to pump the blood. That's why they are having thicker walls. So parts exactly reverse to the blood vessels. These are rigid, that means unable to bend, be forced out of the shape, because of they need to maintain much pressure than ventricles, than veins, not ventricles, veins. Don't get confused. Veins, ventricles are the parts of the heart. Veins are the vessels, blood vessels which carry blood to the heart. Veins. So arteries are having thicker walls than veins. Veins, don't get confused here. Arteries are the blood vessels, atriums are the parts, or auricles are the parts, ventricles are the parts of the heart, and veins are the blood vessels. And these are again connected to the small capillaries, small thin blood vessels connected to the arteries and veins again. So, and one more thing I want to tell you here. So this is, I think you got idea about four parts. Two upper auricles and two lower parts are called ventricles. I think you got an idea on these four parts. And while coming to the 5 types of blood vessels we discussed yesterday in that question. How many large blood vessels or stumps are attached to the blood vessel stumps are attached to the heart? We have discussed that question. On that we have studied 5 large blood vessels, 5 types. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, which carries blood to the heart. So superior vena cava from upper parts of the body to the heart. So deoxygenated blood will supply to the heart by superior vena cava from upside of the body. And from the limbs and the lower parts of the body, inferior vena cava will carry blood to the heart. So like that, deoxygenated blood enters into the heart by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So these 2 types of blood vessels you got, I think, information you got, I think. And coming to the pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins. So remaining all arteries are different, pulmonary arteries are different. Remaining all veins are different, pulmonary veins are different. Here, except this pulmonary artery, all arteries are carrying oxygenated blood from the heart to the remaining body parts. But here, pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs. And at the same time, all the veins which carry deoxygenated blood to the heart. But pulmonary vein which carries oxygenated blood to heart. I think you got. Arteries are always outsourced from the outgoing from the heart. Veins are always inwards to the heart, but except pulmonary, that oxygenated and deoxygenated just exchanged. Always arteries carry oxygenated except pulmonary artery. Only pulmonary artery giving deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and pulmonary veins taking oxygenated from the lungs to heart. Input and output same, but oxygenated, deoxygenated just exchanged while coming to the pulmonary veins and pulmonary arteries. I think you got idea on this. And one more here, aorta. Aorta is the biggest blood vessel, and through this only all body parts will receive oxygenated blood, which supplies blood to the all body parts. Biggest artery is aorta. And arteries to the head also there. On this arteries to the head are these two, and this is artery to the left arm, and the remaining body parts all are connected to the aorta, biggest aorta. I think you got clear idea on this. 4 parts we have finished, blood vessels we have finished, and valves are there remains. To understand valves, here we can observe 3 types of valve. 3 valves we are observing, children. 1, 2 and 3. These 3 are the valves. So left atrioventricular valve, which separates atrium, left atrium and left ventricle. That is called as, this valve is called as bicuspid valve. And the valve which separates right atrium and right ventricle is tricuspid valve. And this one is the, in aorta, which valve exists, which is useful for double circulation. This is called as semilunar valve in the pulmonary artery, because this is double circulation. I told you, because the blood is comes to the heart 2 times for a circulation. 2 times for a circulation. First blood enters into the heart, then goes to the lungs, and again comes back to the heart, and again to the body parts. So likewise, this is double circulation. So for this double circulation, this semilunar valve exists in the pulmonary artery. So I think you got clear idea on 4 parts of the heart, 5 types of blood vessels, and also 3 types of valves. You got a clear idea on the structure, internal structure of the heart, I think. So next we will go through with how the circulation taking place, and how the valves are working, and how the blood vessels are working. So under circulation discussion, we will go through that, and we will see the further then. I think you got clear idea on this internal structure of the heart. 4 parts of the heart. Yes, 4 parts of the heart. Auricles, upper parts are the auricles, these 2 are the auricles, and these 2 are the ventricles. And blood vessels, so those are inferior vena cava, from lower parts of the body, limbs and lower parts of the body to the heart, and from the upper parts of like heart, like head and all, neck, those are comes under superior vena cava. These are the veins. That means veins are connected to this, which are input to the heart, which are taking blood to the heart from the remaining body parts, that is deoxygenated. Except pulmonary veins, those are taking blood from the lungs to the heart, oxygenated. Except one case, pulmonary veins, all the veins are taking deoxygenated blood to the heart. And coming to the arteries, aorta and arteries, which are carrying blood, oxygenated blood, and supply to the and pump to the all body parts. So these 2 are upper parts, and aorta is connected to the all body parts, and always which carries oxygenated blood to the body parts, from heart to the body parts. And while coming to the pulmonary artery, which only carrying deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs. I think you got clear idea on this. Don't get confused. Listen this video again and again. No need to get confused. Understand this one. In real life also it is very interesting to know. We have to get some information on our own body mechanism. Yes, we have to get some knowledge on our living mechanism, our circulatory system, how it is working, our heart, how it is working. This basic idea we need to understand. That's why they have given this in our 10th syllabus. I think you got this. Thank you. Then we will see further.